And I'm Craig Tovey.
And welcome to Storytime with Ryan Lagod.
And Craig Tovey.
Remember, if you like what you see, tune in here every single day with Ryan Lagod on Instagram.
Craig Tovey. Or go to our website,
RyanandCraig.com.
You can watch over 185 Read-Alouds there.
Or you can send us a message.
I have a message.
Craig.
I want to give a huge shout out to our Aussie fans, Heidi and Jasmine, for sending us today's book. You guys are the awesomest. You're the Aussiest. Awesomest.
Ooh, nice, Clay. Thanks so much for sending it in, guys. We can't wait to read it because today's book is Undo. What do they do with all the poo from the animals at the zoo?
By Undo, illustrated by Laura Wood.
Wow. Let's get started.
What did they do with all the poo from all the animals at the zoo?
The hippos, the tigers, the kangaroos. What do they do with all that poo?
Well, that's an interesting question.
I just think it's a
What do you think
gross
about
question. Gross.
I mean, I can see that. I can see that angle. But, you know, just for science, I am wondering what do they do with all of the poo from all the animals at the zoo? You know, just scientifically, I'm just wondering, like, you know, what they do with it.
You're worried about poo? It's gross. I don't know.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying for science.
You're interested in it? I'll tell you what's interesting about it. Nothing. It's gross.
I wonder, don't you wonder too? Yes, I do.
Well, my brother told me the other day that big trucks come and take it away, and they mix it with all kinds of material.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
And make it into children's breakfast cereal.
Oh!
I mean, Ryan, if this is true, this is a big claim by her brother that we need to substantiate with some facts. So we have to go to the cereal factory and check for all the poo.
You want to go on a journey looking for poo? Craig, it's gross. No, and I'm done eating breakfast cereal. That's it. I'm taking everything as fact. Done with breakfast cereal. Gross.
I think we need to investigate these breakfast cereals for science.
All of a sudden, I have a new outlook on Cocoa Krispies. I'll tell you that much.
But my sister said, that's not right. She said that they pick it all up at night and they mix it all in a big machine. Huh.
And make it into chocolate ice cream.
I say, what do they do with all the poo from all the animals at the zoo? The zebras, the camels, and the elephants too. What do they do with all that poo? I wonder. Don't you wonder too? Yes, I do. For science.
I think you're just super curious about all this poo, Craig. And I'll tell you one thing that I know about it. It's gross.
Well, Ryan, you know, that's not how you need to have a curiosity about all things. I just want to know about this poo for scientific reasons.
One time I was curious about poo, and then I found out it was gross. End of curiosity.
To each his own.
Well, my Uncle Harry put his 2 cents in and told us all with a cheeky grin they pick up all the animal droppings.
And that's what you get in your pizza toppings.
Pizza's ruined.
Now, I mean, if this is true, I love pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean about how I feel about poo?
Now curiosity is light bulb. Right. Idea.
Oh, good. But my dad reckons everybody's wrong. He said that after the people are gone, They scoop it all up in special trolleys.
And sell it to the company that makes all the children's lollies.
Lollipops. I mean, everybody's ideas revolve around us eating the poo from the animals at the zoo.
Yeah, everything comes into food. Also, can we go back one page?
Sure.
This grandma, scoot that book over just a bit. Yeah, she is everywhere just cleaning up this poo.
Oh, has she been
She's
on
like
all the pages?
She's the poo patrol, it looks like.
Grandma's on the poo patrol?
It looks like she is.
I'm more curious. What is it about grandmas? What do they? What's their affinity and their special, skill set with poo?
Maybe less sense of smell?
I say, what do they do with all the poo from all the animals at the zoo? The penguins, giraffes, and the pandas too. What do they do with all that poo?
Do they squish it all in a giant keg and mold it into yummy Easter eggs?
Do they stir it all up in a swimming pool and sell it as soup at the local school?
Do they gather it all up with garden rakes and bake it in a bunch of birthday cakes?
I wonder. Don't you wonder too? What they do? Yes, I do. I say, what do they do with all the poo from all the animals at the zoo? I wonder. Oh, you know? Do you?
Ew. Exclamation point.
So, Ryan, the monkey gave him an answer, but I will be honest, I don't know what that answer is.
Yeah, me neither. But look at Grandma down at the bottom. She does not want people to know what's going on with the poo.
Does anybody know what they actually do? Like in the comments, I think we should ask somebody because I don't get it. It seems like, the obvious answer is blank, but I genuinely don't know what they do.
My guess is fertilizer?
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Any good answers coming in, Ryan, in the comments?
Nothing coming in yet. Any zookeepers out there that have tuned in today, please tell us. Fertilizer, maybe. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I like
so that has been...
What do they do with all the poo from all the animals at the zoo?
By On Do. Illustrated by Laura Wood. What a book. What an adventure.
What a grossness.
Great. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again to our Aussie fans, Heidi and Jasmine. They sent us that book all the way from Australia. Wow.
Wow. That's a traveling book.
Yeah, to think that this book...
We got some compost, make it into fertilizer, food for grass, goes into soil. I'm a 9-year-old zookeeper. I mean, you're much more advanced than I am. Congratulations.
Congratulations on, just, doing a great job in life. So, Ryan, should we move on to the answers to our creative question from yesterday?
Yes. And I really loved this question yesterday. So these answers are to the question, what is something that you do for someone to make them happy? What do you do to make other people in your life happy? And we got some really great answers. I'll start off with the emails. We got from Lindy. She's 8 in Utah. She said, I would give my mom a back rub.
Wow, lucky mom.
Yeah. And from Samantha, she kept it nice and simple. She would give her 2 cousins toys, specifically a game for Hammond and Barbie dolls for Amina. She also wants to give her grandma soaps.
Oh. Especially if the grandma is like the grandma in the book and she's cleaning up a lot of poo.
She's going
to need some soap.
Yeah. Also in these times, soap is hard to come by. So that's really beyond generous of Samantha.
That's very thoughtful. Good job to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go straight into the Instagram DMs that we got.
Love it.
This one is from Vivian, 6 years old, in Katy, Texas. She says, I like to draw pictures and give them to my friends at school because it makes them smile. They draw pictures for me, too, and that makes me smile. And since we're in school right now, I've been drawing pictures with sidewalk chalk to help make my friends and neighbors smile.
That's awesome.
Love sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
Violeta, 9, from Madrid, Spain.
Oh.
When my brother doesn't want to do any more homework, I give him a hug and a kiss, and it makes him feel better.
Boom.
Easy.
Boom.
Quick hug and a kiss. Hey, bro. Back to work.
Awesome.
Off you go.
We're out.
And you're going.
That's great.
You're going.
No, you're going. You're going.
Right on.
So now we need to give them a question for Monday. You get the whole weekend to think about it. So I know Craig has a doozy ready to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Number one rule of improv: throw it at the other person. Don't give them any warning. Set them up.
Yeah. That's great improv. Just, it's not throwing your friend under the bus. It's really throwing them an opportunity. So like the thing about this book that I liked is the curiosity of it, right? So I'm thinking either we can hear what their answers are to that question. What do you think they do? I want to hear a creative question. Like, what's something they could do with all that? Because it's probably a lot and it's gross, but like, what's something they could do with all the poo? Or I'm also leaning towards wanting to know, like, what are some other questions that are like, that they're curious about that they don't have the answer to, and then make up an answer. Like, I don't know how rainbows are made, I think I get it. Light and prisms and water droplets and stuff, but I don't really know for sure. So I can make up an answer like, it's a little leprechaun and he
has a pot of gold that's reflecting light. And then
what do you think is a better question, Ryan?
I think that it's the weekend and also it's Friday. So I think it's a 2 for both questions. Question number 1, what do you think they do with all the poo at the zoo? Answer away. Question 2 is, what is the question that you don't know the answer to? And then tell us what your answer is.
Yeah, make up an answer.
Yeah.
Great.
We might know
Love
it. The local news said they make paper with elephant poop. I mean, I can't believe you already got a hold of the local zoo. That's awesome. Thank you.
I mean, it's probably slow right now. You could probably call up and get a hold of anybody.
Yeah. They're all still there because they're caring for the animals, I'd assume.
Hey, Ryan, I think you know what time it is.
Oh, my goodness. I do. I'm ready. It's our improvised story time, and Craig's about to hit us with a sweet, sweet song.
Ryan, do you want to do your hype man backups?
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Okay, let's see if I can do this right. We actually made up this song live the other day, and then I made it into an actual song. So let's see if I can do it. I'm a little nervous.
Here we go.
It's time for Ryan and Craig
to
make up a story.
Yeah.
We can't promise it'll make sense, but it'll never be boring.
You know it.
If you give us a title, we'll give it a go. Rabbits and ribbit, dream it up on the spot. You want dragons and pillows, hey, we'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Ryan and Craig make up a story. That's our jingle for Ryan and Craig Make Up a Story, our improvised children's book that we do every day based on your suggestions. So in the comments below, we need book titles. Books that children's books that have never been written.
They're coming in.
Oh,
here we go. The ninja that lost his underpants. Detroit turns its electricity. Seattle compost. Oh, that was an answer to the other question. Detroit turns it into electricity. Seattle compost to sell. The baby who never stopped crying. Where is the poo? The house that fought back.
Mm-hmm.
The grandma that lost her teeth. Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
The Goofy Cat. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Nice little play there. Ryan, Craig, and Samantha. The Story of Three Friends. The Mohawk That Ran Away. The Bob. The Bug Who Loved Rain. The Llama with Rose-Colored Glasses. The Grandma Who Chased the Suitcase. A Mystery Grandma. A lot of grandma stuff. The Hamster That Lost His Way. The Marker That Wrote with Licorice.
I'm leaning towards two. One, the Grandma That Chased the Suitcase, or what's the one about the ninja in the underpants?
I think it was
that was like the first one.
Yep. Hang on. The ninja that lost his underpants. It was exactly that.
Okay. Which one do you? Which out of those two? Which one do you like? I narrowed it down to two.
I think we should go with the Grandma Who Chased Her Suitcase.
Great.
Or Chased the Suitcase. Yeah.
Yeah. Grandma Who Chased the Suitcase.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
Hey, I'm Ryan Legod.
And I'm Craig Tovey.
And welcome to Improvised Storytime with Ryan Legod.
And Craig Tovey.
Today's book is The Grandma Who Chased the Suitcase
by Ryan Legod
and Craig Tovey. Opens the book.
Story begins. Grandma Paula was a feisty grandma who would refuse to slow down. She always liked to walk ahead of her family. She always liked to be the first one to the park. Grandma Paula refused to be the last one.
She was the first at everything. Bocce ball, darts, pool. She hung out in pool halls and bocce ball courts a lot. But the one thing Grandma wanted to be first most of all to was always the airport.
She had a big trip coming up. She was going to fly to Atlanta, Georgia to visit her cousins. And she was scared of flying, but she knew that if she got there first, she could pick her seat because she was flying Southwest. So Grandma Paula went to the airport, and she had her old suitcase that was handed down from generation to generation. She got dropped off at the curb by a taxi because she didn't want her family taking her there because they were too slow. So she got out at Southwest at the airport and had her suitcase right next to her.
And then she walked into the airport and went through security and put her suitcase on the conveyor belt. But then something amazing happened. The conveyor belt started going really, really quickly. And her suitcase went streaming through it and shot out the other side. And it landed on its wheels and started rolling through the airport.
But Grandma Paula had to get through security, so she quickly took off her shoes. And she took off her belt. And she took off her earrings. And she put them on the little thing. And she went through. And it went beep. And they were like, we got to search. Sorry, we got to do a pat down, Grandma. Yeah. Can you step over here? And she was like, my suitcase is getting further away. Hurry up. So they did the pat down. They did the pat down. She grabbed her wallet. She grabbed her belt. She grabbed her shoes. She grabbed her earrings. She put them on. And Grandma Paula shot off like a bullet and started running through the terminal after her suitcase, yelling, "Hey, my suitcase! Stop it!"
And then the suitcase, jumping ahead, the suitcase was rolling through crowds, coming through. And it was the first time it had ever felt so free in its life. And it just kept going, whee!
The suitcase rolled past a businessman who spilled his coffee. And he said, whoa, so whose suitcase is that? And Grandma Paula whizzed by and she said, "It's mine."
And then the suitcase whizzed by a little kid with a lollipop. And the kid went, "Suitcase?" And Grandma Paula whizzed by and was like, "It's mine."
Then the suitcase took a turn into Terminal D, which is exactly where Grandma Paula's flight was. It went down the concourse at Terminal D, and it passed by a family of Buddhists, and they were meditating, and the suitcase went right through them, and they went, "Boo, my meditation got interrupted." And then Grandma Paula ran by and said, "Sorry."
It's mine.
It's mine.
And then she got all the way to the front, and then she ran to Terminal D. She ran to Gate 14, which happened to be the gate that her flight was going to be taking off from. And she got right to the front, and her suitcase was sitting there. And she ran right up to the suitcase and was about to scold the suitcase when the flight attendant said, "Can I see your boarding pass? You're going to be the first one on this flight."
Wow, thought Grandma Paula. My suitcase got to the flight before me, but it still made me the first person on the flight. I can live with that. And then she looked out at the suitcase, she picked it up, and she said, "Oh, it's mine." And she got on the flight.
And she went to Atlanta, Georgia.
Had a great visit with her cousins, and from that time forward, she was never seen without her lucky magical suitcase.
The
end. And that was, what's the title?
The Grandma Who Chased the Suitcase.
By Ryan Legod.
And Craig Toby.
Another
wow.
Perfect.
So
perfect.
Fun.
Just a lovely story. Now what?
I loved it. I
loved it too.
I thought it was great and a lot of fun. I'm drinking water today because my throat's a little scratchy.
Yeah. So remember that if you want to answer the creative question, we'll be reading the answers on Monday, bright and early, at 10 a.m. Pacific.
That's 1 p.m. New York, 12 p.m. Chicago.
11 a.m. Boise, Idaho.
Hello. And remember, with your answers to those questions this weekend, you can take your time with them and send them to us via DM on our Instagram or in our email, which is lagodtovey@gmail.com, or jump onto the contact page on our website,
Ryan
and Craig.com.
And also, while you're at ryanandcraig.com, you can watch over 185 read-alouds that we've done over the last 3 years. I mean, go back and check out the first ones like Ferdinand and Corduroy and Where the Wild Things Are, where we look really weird because it was a while ago.
We're on the old couch edition.
Yeah, we're on this couch. Anyway, just go back and check them out. They're pretty good.
Have to read this comment. This person says the last story we just read that made up. This story belongs in the Bible.
Because of the Ark? Noah's Ark? Is that why?
Really tough. It's a lesson about, like, I don't know what it would be. So, that's great. Have a great weekend. We watch your videos over breakfast each morning. Thank you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on Monday morning for breakfast. All right,
take care, guys. And we'll be reading to you next week, all week, because we're all got nowhere to go.
Yep. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.